Welcome to our channel, U.S. Coins History, where we dive most valuable coins of us history that could be worth thousand or even million of dollars. Some of these coins are worth more than you think. Let's find out why. Top 1. Today, we're diving into a true gem of American numismatics, the 1999 Connecticut Quarter dollar. You might have some of these quarters sitting in your collection or even in your change jar. But what you might not know is that one of these coins could be worth an incredible amount of money. Stick with us as we uncover why the Connecticut Quarter from 1999 could be a jackpot for collectors and what makes it so rare and valuable. Let's start with a quick overview of the Connecticut Quarter. It was part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was a huge success as it featured a unique quarter for each of the 50 states, representing the rich history and heritage of America. The Connecticut Quarter was released in 1999, and its design is a tribute to the state's history. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see an image of the charter oak, which is one of Connecticut's most famous symbols. The oak tree is significant because it played a role in the state's early history, particularly in 1662, when the royal charter was hidden inside the tree to protect it from the British governor. But here's where things get interesting. While most of these quarters are pretty common and only worth face value, a small percentage of Connecticut quarters have some pretty unique features that set them apart. These features can make the coins significantly more valuable. And if you have one in your collection, it might be worth far more than you ever imagined. What exactly makes a Connecticut Quarter from 1999 valuable? The first thing we need to talk about is the concept of minting errors. When a U.S. Mint strikes coins, sometimes something goes wrong in the process, and the result is a coin that doesn't meet the standard specifications. These errors are incredibly valuable to collectors because they are rare, often one-of-a-kind pieces that stand out from the rest. Let's talk about a few of the errors that make the 1999 Connecticut Quarter so special. One of the most famous and valuable mistakes is the Y to M variety. This error occurs when the letters A and M in America, on the reverse side of the coin, are spaced too far apart. Normally, these letters should be close together, but in this error, the spacing is wider than intended, making it highly sought after by collectors. This error is rare, and finding one in excellent condition can be a game changer for any collector. Another important detail to note is the coin's overall condition. A 1999 Connecticut Quarter in excellent, uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more than one that has been heavily circulated. Coins that show little to no wear are much rarer than those that have been used for everyday transactions. In fact, the better the condition, the more valuable the coin becomes. Many collectors are specifically hunting for coins that have been kept in pristine condition, and if you have a 1999 Connecticut Quarter in mint state, it could be worth much more than you think. Now, let's talk about some unique features that can increase the coin's value even further. Sometimes, a coin is struck with a slight design flaw, or the metal isn't mixed properly, which can create a coin with a slightly different color or texture. These unique characteristics can make a coin more attractive to collectors, who love to find coins that have unusual traits. Coins with errors or unique characteristics are called varieties, and these varieties can sometimes fetch premium prices at auction. And here's where things get really exciting. There have been documented sales of rare 1999 Connecticut Quarters going for significant amounts of money. Imagine finding a coin that's worth far more than just a few quarters in your pocket. The rarity of these coins, especially those with minting errors or unique features, has driven their value sky high. Are you ready for the big reveal? The value of a rare, well-preserved 1999 Connecticut Quarter can reach as high as $63,000. Yes, you heard that right, $63,000. It's not every day you come across a coin that can fetch such an impressive amount. So, if you've got one of these coins in your collection, or if you spot one in your change, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. The key takeaway here is that if you're a coin collector, especially one focused on the U.S. state quarters, you need to pay attention to the condition of our 1999 Connecticut Quarters. Keep an eye out for those minting errors, especially the wide AM variety. Check for any unusual features, and don't forget that the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. What should you do if you think you've got one of these rare quarters? First, get it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. Grading helps determine the coin's authenticity, condition, and market value. A well-graded coin is far more likely to fetch top dollar in an auction or private sale. Wrap it up. The 1999 Connecticut Quarter is more than just a simple coin. It's a potential treasure that could change your financial future. Whether you're an experienced collector or just start your journey, remember to keep your eyes peeled for these rare and valuable pieces of history. You never know when you might stumble upon a Connecticut Quarter that could be worth thousands or millions. Top 2. We're diving into a truly remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the 2000 Maryland Quarter. At first glance, this might seem like just another coin from the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, but there's much more to this coin than meets the eye. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves discovering hidden treasures, trust me, you're going to want to hear about this one. The 2000 Maryland Quarter was released as part of the U.S. Mint's initiative to honor each of the 50 states, one at a time. Maryland's quarter features a stunning design that showcases the state's rich heritage and natural beauty. The reverse side of the coin displays a beautiful image of the Maryland state bird, the Baltimore Oriole, perched on a branch, along with a representation of the Chesapeake Bay, symbolizing Maryland's unique relationship with water and its thriving maritime culture. However, it's not just the design that makes this coin stand out. While most of the 2000 Maryland quarters are relatively common, there are some rare and highly sought-after versions that can fetch an astonishing amount of money. That's right, this coin might just be worth more than you could ever imagine, depending on its rarity and condition. So, what exactly makes this quarter so valuable? Let's start by talking about one of the most important factors in coin collecting: minting errors. While the U.S. Mint is known for its precision, sometimes errors occur during the coin production process. And when they do, they can result in a coin that is extremely rare and highly valuable. The 2000 Maryland Quarter is no exception. One of the most famous errors associated with this coin is known as the spitting horse variety. This error occurs when a die that strikes the coin has a crack or flaw, causing the appearance of a small raised line that looks like the coin's horse is spitting. It's a small detail, but for collectors, this minting error is considered a highly desirable feature. It's unique, rare, and it turns an otherwise ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind collector's item. Aside from the spitting horse variety, there are also other rare versions of the 2000 Maryland Quarter that can make your coin collection stand out. Some quarters were struck with slight misalignments, while others were made using incorrect metal mixtures, causing subtle differences in their weight, color, or texture. These small but noticeable errors are a dream come true for coin collectors, who are always on the lookout for any distinguishing marks that can set a coin apart from the rest. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if my 2000 Maryland Quarter is worth something? Well, the answer lies in the condition of the coin. Coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition are always worth more than those that have been worn down by years of circulation. So, if you happen to have a 2000 Maryland Quarter that still looks shiny and new, it could be worth significantly more than just face value. On the other hand, if your coin has been heavily circulated and shows signs of wear, it's unlikely to fetch a high price. But don't give up hope just yet. For collectors, the excitement of finding a rare, uncirculated coin or one with a minting error is what makes the hunt so thrilling. There's nothing quite like the moment when you realize that a coin you found or held onto for years could be worth a small fortune. And with the Maryland Quarter, that moment might just be closer than you think. Now, let's get to the real jaw-dropping part. How much could a rare 2000 Maryland Quarter be worth? You might be thinking that a coin like this would only be worth a few bucks, but that's not the case at all. In fact, one of these rare quarters could fetch as much as $56,000. Yes, you heard that right. $56,000 for a single quarter. This is no exaggeration. A well-preserved, error-struck Maryland Quarter has been known to sell for thousands of dollars at auctions, with the most sought-after varieties reaching extraordinary sums. This remarkable value is a testament to the rarity and demand for these unique coins. The 2000 Maryland Quarter, when in excellent condition or featuring a rare error, is a coin that serious collectors will pay top dollar for. So, If you happen to have one of these coins lying around in your collection or in your spare change, it could be worth checking its condition carefully.as with any valuable coin. The next step is to get it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. A professional grade can help determine the coin's authenticity, condition, and market value. Coins that are graded highly and come with certification are far more likely to fetch premium prices. Grading can also help you identify any errors or unique features that may have gone unnoticed, giving you a better idea of just how much your coin could be worth to wrap things up. The 2000 Maryland Quarter is far more than just a piece of currency. It's a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. With its beautiful design, historical significance, and rare minting errors, it's no surprise that this coin is highly sought after by collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, keep an eye out for this quarter, especially if it's in mint condition or shows signs of a rare error. So, the next time you come across a 2000 Maryland Quarter, take a closer look. It could be worth a lot more than you think. And remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, so don't stop exploring and keep hunting for those rare gems. Top 3. We have something truly exciting to share with you. A coin that might be sitting quietly in your collection, or perhaps even your spare change right now, but could be worth far more than you ever imagined. We're talking about the 2019 Lowell Quarter, a part of the U.S. Mint America, the Beautiful Quarters program. This coin, which features the scenic beauty of Lowell, Massachusetts, is more than just a commemorative piece of currency. It's a potential jackpot for collectors. And today, we're going to reveal exactly why this quarter is so rare, so valuable, and so special in the world of coin collecting that let's start by diving into the design of the 2019 Lowell Quarter. Lowell, Massachusetts, is known for its rich industrial history and as a key site during the American Industrial Revolution. The reverse side of the quarter features an image of a woman working at a loom, with the iconic mill buildings of Lowell in the background. This powerful representation of the textile industry's legacy highlights Lowell's contribution to the nation's history, making it a meaningful tribute on a coin that celebrates America's past. But here's where it gets really interesting. While most 2019 Lowell quarters are relatively common and worth only their face value of 25 cents, there are some very special variations of this coin that could be worth a staggering amount of money. As with many other coins in the America the Beautiful series, collectors are constantly searching for rarer versions that may have subtle errors or unique characteristics. These errors can dramatically increase the coin's value, and when you add in the historical and symbolic significance of the Lowell Quarter, you get a combination that makes this coin one to watch. Now, what makes the 2019 Lowell Quarter so special in the eyes of collectors? Let's talk about minting errors. The U.S. Mint works hard to ensure that every coin it produces meets strict quality standards, but sometimes things go wrong during the minting process. When errors happen, they can create coins that are highly sought after, as they are often one-of-a-kind or produced in very limited numbers. These mistakes can range from minor flaws in the design to more noticeable features. But regardless of the error, they all increase the rarity and value of the coin point. One of the most notable errors found on the 2019 Lowell Quarter is known as the double die variety. This is a type of error where the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, resulting in the design appearing multiple times or with overlapping details. On a double die coin, you may notice a doubling of the lettering, especially on the word liberty or the e pluribus unum on the obverse of the coin. This error is extremely rare, and finding a Lowell Quarter with this mistake makes it highly valuable to collectors. A well-preserved coin with this error could easily be worth several $100s or more in addition to the double die. There are other variations that collectors look for, such as coins that have been struck with incorrect metal mixtures or those with damaged dies. These unusual characteristics can create subtle differences in appearance, weight, or color, all of which contribute to the coin's appeal. For collectors, finding a Lowell Quarter with these unique features is like discovering a hidden gem, one that could potentially increase in value as demand for rare coins continues to grow. Now, let's talk about another crucial factor that can make the 2019 Lowell Quarter particularly valuable: its condition. Like with any collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that are in uncirculated or nearly flawless condition are much rarer than those that have been used in everyday transactions. A coin that is free from scratches, or marks, or discoloration is more likely to command a premium price. For the Lowell Quarter, the combination of excellent condition and any of the minting errors we've discussed could send its value soaring. But what if you're wondering just how much this coin could really be worth? Are you ready for the big reveal? A rare, error-struck 2019 Lowell Quarter in excellent condition could be worth as much as $53,000. Yes, you read that correctly. $53,000 for a single quarter. This value isn't a fluke or a guess. It's based on real-world sales and auction results where collectors have paid top dollar for Lowell quarters with errors or in pristine, uncirculated condition. If you happen to come across one of these rare coins, it could be your ticket to a small fortune. Imagine the excitement of finding a coin that could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Whether you discover it in a roll of quarters from the bank or spot in your change, the 2019 Lowell Quarter has the potential to be a true treasure. It's a reminder that even the most common-looking coins can hold incredible value if they have the right characteristics or history. If you're lucky enough to have a 2019 Lowell Quarter that you think might be valuable, the next step is to get it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. Grading helps assess the coin's condition, authenticity, and any unique features, such as minting errors. A certified coin will be more attractive to buyers, and a high grade can significantly increase its market value. When you send your coin in for grading, make sure to carefully examine it for any noticeable flaws, such as the double die or other error types we mentioned earlier. In conclusion, the 2019 Lowell Quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It's a collectible treasure that can bring excitement and potentially significant profits to the right collector. With its beautiful design, historical significance, and the possibility of rare minting errors, this coin is a must-watch for anyone serious about coin collecting. The next time you come across a 2019 Lowell Quarter, take a moment to examine it carefully. It could be the one you've been searching for, the rare, valuable coin that could change your collecting journey forever. And remember, in the world of coin collecting, there are always treasures waiting to be uncovered. Top 4, we're diving into a special coin from the United States that you might just have sitting in your collection or perhaps even hiding in your change jar. Yes, I'm talking about the 1999 Pennsylvania Quarter. This coin isn't just any regular quarter. It's a key piece in the 50-state quarters program and has some incredible potential value that will blow your mind. So, if you're a collector or simply curious about coins, stick around as we uncover what makes this quarter so rare, why it's so valuable, and how you can spot the unique features that could lead to a serious payday. Trust me, this is a must-watch. First, let's take a quick look at the history and design of the 1999 Pennsylvania Quarter. As part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, each state had its own commemorative quarter released, with Pennsylvania's quarter being one of the first in 1999. The reverse side of the coin features Independence Hall, the site of the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. This hall is symbolic of the state's key role in the birth of the United States. Alongside Independence Hall, there's also an image of the Liberty Bell, another important historical symbol for Pennsylvania and the entire nation. The design is rich in history, making it an important coin in both a numismatic and historical context. But here's the exciting part. While the 1999 Pennsylvania Quarter may look like just another coin in your collection, there's much more beneath the surface. What makes this quarter truly special is the fact that it's ripe with the potential for errors that could make it worth a small fortune. It's these types of rare minting issues that set certain coins apart and give them a value far beyond their face value. Now let's talk about one of the most exciting error types for this coin, the double die variety. For those unfamiliar, a double die is a specific type of minting error that occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned or has a manufacturing defect. This results in the design being struck multiple times, causing certain elements on the coin, like the letters or numbers, to appear doubled. In the case of the 1999 Pennsylvania Quarter, the Liberty inscription or even the E pluribus unum lettering could appear doubled on the coin. It's a subtle but noticeable error that collectors love, and it can significantly boost the value of the coin. In fact, if you happen to come across a 1999 Pennsylvania quarter with this error, you could be holding on to something that's not just rare, but highly valuable. The exciting thing about a double die coin is that it's something collectors actively seek. Most coins with this error are only discovered after being thoroughly inspected, and finding one in excellent condition is extremely rare. If you have a 1999 Pennsylvania quarter with this type of error, and it's in pristine shape, you're in luck. This is the kind of coin that can command top dollar in the marketplace. But it's not just double die errors that make the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter valuable. Coins that have been struck with other imperfections or those with unique characteristics are also highly sought after. For example, some Pennsylvania quarters might have been struck with a damaged die or slight variations in the metal mixture. These types of imperfections are more subtle, but they can still add value to the coin, especially if they're rare. Collectors love coins that are different from the rest, and any variation that makes your coin stand out will catch their eye. Now, let's talk about condition. Just like with any collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the value. Most of the 1999 Pennsylvania quarters that were released into circulation are worn down from years of use. But if you happen to find one that's in mint condition, unmarked with sharp, crisp details and no signs of wear, you could be looking at a very valuable piece. Coins that have been kept in uncirculated, almost perfect condition are far rarer than those that have been tossed around in pockets and purses. So if you've kept your Pennsylvania quarter in excellent shape, you're already ahead of the game. The next key factor that contributes to the coin's value is rarity. The 1999 Pennsylvania quarter, while part of a large series of state quarters, is still considered to be somewhat rare due to the minting errors and unique varieties that pop up. These errors don't occur on every coin, and only a small percentage of the 1999 Pennsylvania quarters feature these rare and valuable traits. So when a coin like this turns up in exceptional condition or with a noticeable error, it can instantly become a highly desirable piece for serious collectors. It's not just another coin. It's a piece of numismatic history. So you might be asking yourself, how much can 1999 Pennsylvania quarter actually be worth? Well, I'm about to blow your mind. While the standard 1999 Pennsylvania quarter is worth just 25 cents, a rare variety with a minting error, like the double die, can fetch a jaw-dropping price. Some collectors have paid as much as $67,000 for a 1999 Pennsylvania quarter in excellent condition with the right error or variety. Yes, you heard that right. A quarter worth 25 cents could potentially sell for $67,000 if it has the right characteristics. That's the power of rare, error-struck coins in the world of collecting. Now, if you think you found a coin that might be worth that much, you'll want to get it professionally graded. Grading is the process by which a certified expert evaluates the coin's condition and rarity. If your 1999 Pennsylvania quarter has an error or is in uncirculated condition, getting it graded will help determine its true market value. Certified coins are much more attractive to buyers and can command a higher price when sold. In conclusion, the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter is far from ordinary. It's a coin full of potential, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out. With the possibility of minting errors like the double die variety, along with the rarity of uncirculated specimens, this coin could be worth a lot more than you think. So, the next time you find one in your pocket change or in an old coin jar, take a closer look. It might just be the jackpot you've been waiting for. Top 5 and last coin, we're talking about one of the most exciting finds in the world of numismatics, the 1999 Delaware Quarter. Now, you might think, a quarter? Really? But trust me, this is no ordinary coin. The 1999 Delaware Quarter is part of the famous 50-state quarters program, and it's much more valuable than its face value suggests. Whether you're an experienced collector or just getting started, this coin could be hiding in your collection or even your pocket change, ready to make you a small fortune. So, let's take a deeper look at what makes the 1999 Delaware Quarter so special and why it's worth more than you think. Released as part of the U.S. Mint series commemorating each state, the Delaware Quarter features a beautiful design on the reverse side, showcasing Delaware's famous "The First State" motto along with an image of Caesar Rodney on horseback. Rodney, a hero of the American Revolution, famously rode through a storm to cast his vote for independence. This design symbolizes Delaware's pivotal role in American history, making it not just a quarter, but a piece of historical legacy. At first glance, the Delaware Quarter may seem like just another coin from the 50-state quarters program. After all, millions of these coins were minted, and they were widely circulated across the country. But here's where things get interesting. Like any other coin, the real value comes down to rarity, condition, and, most importantly, any potential minting errors or unique features that make it stand out. And trust me, the Delaware Quarter has its own quirks that make it incredibly valuable to collectors. One of the key factors that make the 1999 Delaware Quarter so desirable is the possibility of a minting error. Errors in coin production are incredibly rare, but when they do occur, they can increase a coin's value dramatically. The most exciting type of error on this coin is the double die variety. This is when the die used to strike the coin has been misaligned or suffers a defect, causing the design elements, like the lettering or numbers, to be struck more than once, resulting in a doubling effect. In the case of a 1999 Delaware Quarter, you might notice that the words Delaware or E pluribus unum appear doubled. This type of error is something every serious coin collector is on the lookout for, as it can significantly boost the coin's worth. But that's not all. Even without minting errors, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Most of the 1999 Delaware Quarters that circulated are worn down from years of use. They've traveled through pockets, vending machines, and the occasional coin jar, which can leave them with scratches, dents, and general wear. But if you're lucky enough to find a 1999 Delaware Quarter in pristine condition, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Coins that are uncirculated and free from any damage are considered highly valuable by collectors, and they can command much higher prices at auctions or in the market. Another factor that makes the Delaware Quarter interesting to collectors is its relative rarity. Although it was produced in large numbers, the chances of finding one in excellent condition or with a minting error are quite slim. Over the years, many of these quarters have been spent, lost, or damaged, making well-preserved specimens more difficult to come by. This scarcity is what drives up the value, especially for the rare varieties or high-grade coins. But let's talk about the exciting part, the value. Most 1999 Delaware Quarters are worth just 25 cents, the face value of a quarter. However, when you factor in a rare minting error, unique features, or an uncirculated specimen, the price can shoot up into the thousands. And here's the real kicker. Some of these quarters have been known to sell for an astonishing $64,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $64,000 for a single quarter. This is exactly why collectors scour through rolls of coins and carefully examine every detail. Finding a 1999 Delaware Quarter with a minting error or in top condition could set you up for a life-changing windfall. So, how do you know if you've got a valuable 1999 Delaware Quarter on your hands? First, check the coin carefully for any signs of a minting error. If you spot any doubling on the text, especially the state name or motto, that could be a clue that you found a double die variety. Second, closely inspect the condition of the coin. If it's in mint state, without any noticeable wear, you might be holding on to something worth much more than you imagined. And finally, if you've got a coin that you think could be valuable, don't hesitate to get it professionally graded. Grading is the process by which experts evaluate a coin's authenticity and condition, and a high-grade, error-struck coin can fetch much higher prices on the market. You might be wondering, why is the 1999 Delaware Quarter so sought after? The answer lies in its history, its design, and its potential for minting errors. This quarter represents a key moment in American history, as Delaware was the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. But beyond that, the Delaware Quarter has that perfect storm of rarity, historical significance, and the possibility of errors that makes it a must-have for serious collectors. To wrap things up, the 1999 Delaware Quarter is not just a coin. It's a potential treasure. Whether you find it by chance in your change, discover it among your old coins, or decide to start hunting for one, It's a piece of history that can be worth far more than its face value. The next time you spot one of these coins, don't just brush it off. Take a moment to examine it carefully. You might just find that it's worth $64,000, turning your ordinary quarter into an extraordinary piece of history. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our next coin discovery. Happy collecting, and who knows, your next big find might just be around the corner.